Hello everyone. Today we're going to take a closer look at the devastating wildfires in California and the catastrophic aftermath they've caused. These fires not only destroyed thousands of lives and homes, but also led to massive environmental and economic damage. As forests and natural habitats were ravaged, many people were left homeless, and local infrastructure suffered significant destruction. The intensity of these fires highlights the effects of climate change and extreme weather events. How has the people of California been affected by this disaster, and what can be done to prevent similar catastrophes in the future? Let's dive into these questions and explore together. The wildfires that started on Tuesday in Los Angeles, California, turned the area into a pile of ash. The powerful Santa Ana winds, reaching speeds of up to 112 kilometers per hour, caused the fire to spread rapidly. These winds fueled the flames, triggering a catastrophe. The impact of the fire was not limited to the initial area. As the wind direction shifted, the flames quickly spread to other regions, making it difficult for authorities to bring the fire under control. The fires, which stretched from the Palisades area west of Los Angeles to the Hollywood Hills, destroyed many iconic landmarks. Yes, the heart of Hollywood was also hit by these fires. Among these famous symbols were some of the film industry's landmarks, which made the fire even more of a national tragedy. Homes in California's famous coastal towns turned to ash in just a few hours. Thousands of people who lost their homes struggled to find shelter, while emergency teams and relief organizations quickly responded to the crisis. The fires not only damaged infrastructure, but also deeply shook people's lifestyles. Currently, it is reported that more than 10 people have lost their lives, and unfortunately, this number is expected to rise. Search and rescue operations are still ongoing in the fire zone. Yes, in this massive disaster, it's not only people who have suffered, but thousands of homes have also been lost. In the Palisades area, where more than 5,300 structures were completely destroyed, only the outer walls and chimneys remain. What is left behind is nothing but a painful memory and a tremendous amount of devastation. Yes, friends, this fire has created not only material, but also emotional destruction. Many people have lost the homes they've lived in for years. Billy Crystal and his wife Janice lost their home of 45 years. In an area where hundreds of homes were destroyed, even Hollywood stars faced difficult moments, unable to move to a safer place in time. Some families who were evacuated during the fire have been placed in temporary shelters. However, since the shelters have reached full capacity, many people have had to sleep in open spaces. Authorities have mobilized all available resources to extinguish the fire, but strong winds are making the efforts difficult. Relief organizations in the area have been mobilized to meet the needs of the victims. The wildfire has caused extensive damage not only to buildings but also to living environments. Air quality and dust warnings have been issued for over 17 million people. In East Los Angeles, the Air Quality Index, AQI, reached 173, signaling unhealthy levels. Toxic substances in the air have heightened the risk of heart attacks and pose a severe threat to individuals with asthma. Additionally, The smoke generated by the fires has led to the release of hazardous chemicals, such as cyanide and carbon dioxide, from burned homes. People are now facing the risk of losing not only their homes but also their health. In an environment where air quality has deteriorated to such dangerous levels, Californians have found themselves fighting even harder for a breath of clean air. Experts warn that prolonged exposure to air of this quality may result in not only immediate health problems, but also long-term complications including respiratory and cardiovascular diseases. Local authorities are urging residents to stay indoors as much as possible and to use air filtration systems to reduce exposure to harmful pollutants. Volunteers and health organizations are distributing masks and air purifiers to vulnerable communities, but the demand continues to exceed supply. Scientists also emphasize the need for future resilience, as wildfires of this magnitude are expected to become more frequent due to climate change. For many, the fight is not only against the fires, but also against an invisible enemy in the air they breathe. The economic impact of the California wildfires is truly beyond imagination, with losses projected to reach as high as $150 billion. The scale of destruction is so immense that these fires will go down in history as one of the greatest disasters ever recorded. Experts estimate that the damage in California will not only take a financial toll, but will also have lasting social repercussions for years to come. Entire communities have been uprooted, businesses destroyed, and countless lives disrupted, leaving a deep scar on the state's economy and social fabric. In response to this unprecedented crisis, the federal government has stepped in. President Biden has announced federal aid for California and additional funding to support wildfire mitigation efforts. A 180-day funding package will be allocated to cover essential needs, such as temporary housing for displaced residents, salaries for first responders, and resources to help the state recover from the devastation caused by the fires. This funding will also support rebuilding critical infrastructure, including roads, power grids, and water systems, many of which have been severely damaged. Relief organizations, local governments, and volunteers are working tirelessly to provide immediate assistance while laying the groundwork for long-term recovery. Meanwhile, calls for enhanced disaster preparedness are growing louder. Climate scientists warn that such catastrophic events are becoming more frequent due to global warming, urging policymakers to invest in sustainable infrastructure and wildfire prevention strategies. For Californians, the road to recovery will be long and challenging, but the spirit of resilience and solidarity among its people offers hope for a brighter future. These massive wildfires in California have captured the attention not only of America, but of the entire world. Yes, the scale of this disaster is truly terrifying. The fire has destroyed not just structures, but also taken lives. However, with the combined efforts of the government and the public, California will strive to rise from this tragedy. Friends, when we face such natural disasters, it's important to reflect on how we can be better prepared and what we can do together as a community. Let's hope that the catastrophe in California serves as a valuable lesson for us all. If you found this video interesting, please don't forget to like it and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video, and take care.